Hello friends and students. So in the previous video segment we have solved two problems on Chinese remainder theorem. We have taken statement problems and we have to use Chinese remainder theorem to get the answer. So here again we will solve two other interesting problems. So the first one states that, so there is a box which contains gold coins. If the coins are equally divided among 6 friends, then there are 4 coins left. And if it is divided among 5 friends, there are 3 coins left. So find the smallest number of coins or the least number of coins which meet these two conditions. And if there are 7 friends, how many coins do each of them get? So there is a box which contains gold coins and we do not know the number of gold coins present in the box. There are 6 friends and I distribute the coins equally to all of them, and what happens, there are 4 coins left. So let the number of gold coins present in the box be x. So what is left? It is 4 and there are 6 friends, so we are operating in mod 6, right? So I give 1 coin to the first friend, the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and again I distribute all of the coins to all the 6 friends, and then I am left with 4. Now similarly, if I distribute the same number of x coins to 5 friends, I am left with 3. So since there are 5 friends, we have mod 5. So the equations are x is congruent to 4 mod 6 and x is congruent to 3 mod 5, and I need to find the value of x. So very simple. So this is a1, a1 is 4, a2 is 3, and what about m1? m1 is 6 and m2 is 5. So capital M is m1 into m2, which is 6 into 5, which gives me 30. I need to find the value of n1 and n2. So we know that step 1, calculate capital M1, which is m by m1. So m1 equals m by m1, which is 6, which gives me 5. So we know that m1 into n1 is congruent to 1 mod m1. m1 is 5 into a number must be congruent to 1 mod 6. So n1 is the inverse of 5. So what is that value? So we know that 5 5s are 25 and 25 and mod 6 is 1. So we can find the inverse by inspection or by trial and error. So n1 equals 5. Alright, so n1 is 5 and n1 also is 5. So these are the two values what we get. Now step 2. Step 2 is m2 equals m by m2. So it is 30 divided by 5, which gives me 6 as the answer. So now we need to find the value of n2. So 6 into a number n2 should be congruent to 1 mod n2, which is 5. So 6 into what will give me 1 in mod 5. So can you think of a value? So 6 is much larger than 5. So what is 6 in mod 5? It is 1 into another number should give me 1 in mod 5. So definitely n2 is 1 because 1 into 1 is 1 itself. So the inverse of 1 is 1 in mod 5. So n2 is 1 and n2 is 6. So what is x? X is, we know the general expression, it is summation ai mi ni mod m. So x is equal to a1 is 4 into m1 is 5, n1 is 5 plus a2. a2 is 3 into what is m2? m2 is 6 and n2 is 1 in mod 30. So I need to find the value. So 4 into 5 into 5 plus 3 into 6. So that gives me a value of 118 in mod 30. So x is nothing but 28 in mod 30, right? So the minimum number of gold coins which can be in the box is 28, right? So it's very clear if I distribute 28 coins among 6 friends. So if each friend gets 4 coins, 6 4s are 24, right? So 6 4s are 24 and I'm left with 4. If I distribute it among 5 friends, so then I have 25 by 5 is 5. So each friend gets 5 coins. So 5 into 5 gives me 25 and I'm left with 3. Now if there are 7 friends, what happens? Since you have 28 coins, if there are 7 friends and if I distribute all these coins to 7 friends, 28 by 7 is 4. So each friend gets 4 coins. So if there are 7 friends, they get 4 coins and we are left with none. So the box is completely empty, all the coins have been distributed. So this is a beautiful problem, a very simple problem. So the whole idea is to convert the statement into a set of equations, congruence relations, and we need to find the value of x. So let's move on with the next one. The problem states that a scientist feeds his pet python once in every 4 days and bathes it once a week. Once a week means once in 7 days. This week he fed the python on Tuesday and then he bathed it on Wednesday. When will he feed and wash the python on the same day? So that is the question. So when will he feed and wash the python or bathe the python on the same day? So this is a question which has been asked. So let us assume that, so this week he would feed the python on Tuesday. So let this be day 1. So this is day 1. And next, when would he feed? It would be day 5 because you have a gap of 4 days. And then day 5 plus 4 is 9 and so on. I need to find a value of x such that, so we are operating definitely in mod 4. So x is congruent to 1 mod 4. So if x is 5, the 5th day, 5 minus 1 is divisible by 4. If it is day 9, 9 minus 1 is divisible by 4, right? So this is the first equation. So this is as far as feeding the python is concerned. So bathing or washing the python, so he washes or bathes the python on Wednesday, which is day 2, because we have considered Tuesday as day 1. And then after 7 days, so that would be day 9. And then after 7 days, so that would be day 16. Now if we observe, we have already got the answer because here I have day 1, day 5, day 9, and regarding bathing the python, it's day 2, day 9. So day 9 matches. So a day where he feeds and washes the python would be day 9. So but we have to get the answer by solving Chinese remainder theorem. So here that value x is definitely congruent to 2 mod 7. Because the gap is 7, isn't it? So once in every 7 days, beginning with day 2. So if I put 9 here, 9 minus 2 is divisible by 7. If I put 16 here, 16 minus 2 is 14, which is divisible by 7. So now I need to find the answer. A1 is 1, A2 is 2, M1 is 4, M2 is 7. And what is M? M is M1 into M2, which is 4 into 7, which gives me a value 28. Step 1. Calculate M1, which is M, 28 divided by M1 is 4. So I get the value as 7. Now I need to find the value of N1 such that N1 into N1 is congruent to 1 mod M1. So what is M1? 4. So 7 in mod 4 is 3. So 3 into a given number N1 must give me a value 1 in mod 4. So what is that value of N1? So we know that 3 into 3 is 9 and 9 mod 4 is 1. So therefore N1 is 3. So the inverse of 3 is 3 in mod 4. Next, step 2. Find M2, which is capital M, 28 divided by small m, 2, which is 7. So I get the value as 28 by 7 is 4. And then I need to find the value of N2 there. So M2 is 4 into N2 is congruent to 1 mod M2, which is 7. So 7 into a given number should give me 1 in mod 7. So what is that value? So that value of N2, so what is that value? So that value of n2 is 2 because 4 into 2 is 8 and 8 is just 1 more than 7. So 8 in mod 7 is 1. So n2 is 2. What is x? X is nothing but equal to a1 into n1, which is 7, into n1 is 3 plus a2 is 2 into n2 is 4 into n2 is 2, operating in mod n, which is 28. So what do we get the answer? We get the answer as 37 in mod 28. So what is 37 in mod 28? It is nothing but 9 in mod 28. So when would the scientist feed and bathe the python? On the same day, it would be day 9. And then again it goes on, repeating after every 28 days. So 9 plus 28, it would happen again. Again 9 plus 28, again he would feed and bathe the python on the same day, and this keeps repeating. So this is how we basically have to solve the word or statement problems by using Chinese remainder theorem to get the answer. So once we get the equations, of course, to solve and get the value of x is very simple because we have to use Chinese remainder theorem, and you already know how to use Chinese remainder theorem to find the value of x. So I hope these problems have given you an insight, and given any statement problem, you should be able to solve the given problem very easily. Okay, so I've also done another video segment where I've solved two different statement problems wherein we have to use Chinese remainder theorem. The link has been given in the description. Do not forget to watch that. And to view all the other videos on cryptography and network security, click on the I button, or you can go through the playlist cryptography and view all the videos on cryptography and network security. And thanks for watching.